Hey guys, Devin here. Today I figured I would make a short little video on persecutor alters and how to get along with them. Now, persecutor alters are a little bit tricky to get along with since one of their main purposes is literally to cause you distress or pain or discomfort of some form. Personally, my number one, I guess you'd call him a problematic alter, would be Nova, and that's mainly because he literally hates me and wants to take over as the host. That's a little bit of a challenge we've been trying to overcome for the past year. It's been a year since he got in system. His birthday was yesterday. Isn't that crazy? It hasn't even felt that long. So, some little tactics, I figure 3 C's are good. Coexisting, compromise, and cooperation. And, coexisting is, just trying not to bite each other's heads off. So I figure a good way to start this off would be getting to know each other in a way. I mean, you don't really have to talk directly to them. You can hear about them secondhand from a friend or another alter, or if they are the type to leave notes for you, you can read them, even if it's probably just curse words written on pieces of paper and insults, which I've found a couple times, but it's just it's not that bad. It's just words on paper, And compromise is another good one, saying hey, you can have this amount of time out, say, I don't know, tomorrow or the next day. One of the big things with Nova, in my case, is drinking Monster energy drinks. Now that seems like a really weird thing, a really weird specific, but it makes sense because when I was, a young teenager, I figured Monster energy drinks were the coolest rebellious thing that I could drink ever. And when Nova got in system, he was basically me at that age. He kind of still is, but he's never really let go of drinking the Monster energy drinks. And I swear to God, there are so many empty cans around my apartment because he kind of just leaves them around for me to find. I mean, just looking to my right now, I find this. But Nova only drinks the green ones, and I don't really know where this came from. Thanks, Liberty. He likes the white ones. But then cooperation is also good. Kind of when you realize priorities in your life and you kind of work together to find some common ground and be able to work together on some level is pretty good. So I'm taking a sculpture class this semester and I got to work in the metal shop. Me personally, I'm kind of a wimp, I'm not gonna lie. And working next to some welding guns and those big old machines you use to cut and fuse metal together kind of freaks me out. But Nova, on the other hand, he doesn't give a hoot. He loves it in there, and he made an entire sculpture basically himself. And this thing is about 6 feet tall. So I was really kind of thrilled, because we worked together and stuff. And, he even designed the tattoo we just got. It wasn't completely his design. It was this is a little bit of a tangent here, but I'm going to tell it anyway. So there's a little foundation for people with D.I.D, OSDD, and dissociative disorders called the Dissociative Living Partnership. They're really cool. They give out those little D.I.D cards, and you can keep them in your wallet for emergencies or something. But they have this really cool logo. It's like a head with tree branches growing out of it, and it's a really great idea, but it's not exactly the style we want for ourselves. If we were to put it on our body, we would have preferred something different, and so Nova designed something different, and I will show you in a second here. Yeah, it was really cool, and he was the one who actually sat in the chair to get this inked on, and I was pretty thankful for that because it took about an hour to get it done, but considering tattoos, that's not that long. But anyway, that's another thing, is kind of giving them a little bit of freedom. Just a little bit of wiggle room to kind of do what they want. For example, I let Nova get the tattoo. I let him go to welding class. It's not really welding class, but you get my point. Just letting him go out at night, but not too late or whatever. Just have reasonable leniencies, I guess. Kind of just giving them some freedom, but not free reign, I realize that for some people, some people who identify as female or more feminine, a lot of their persecutors are male, and that can cause a lot of dysphoria and difficulty for male alters in a female body. God, thank God for testosterone. But I found that you can kind of change your body in temporary ways to make them more comfortable. Like, for example, there are these things called chest binders. You wear them and they make you flat. I will post a link down in the description of like a really good, fairly affordable source where we get all our binders. And those are really helpful for masculine alters when they're trying to feel more masculine in a feminine body. And then, you know, there's things like, I guess, face contour things, but I'll just make a whole other video about being, you know, like a masculine alter in a feminine body, because we struggled with that for a while before we started the medical transition. So yeah, that's basically all that I had to write. I'm going to get Nova, I'm going to attempt to get Nova to make his own little segment in probably in the next day or so, kind of responding to this video, and we'll see that next. Here is the previously mentioned tattoo. This thing is still like really fresh. Like, I'm filming this right now and it's Thursday. This was done on Monday, but like it turned out really well. And I will also post a link to the Dissociative Living Partnerships website or Facebook page or something like that if you're interested in checking them out too. My name is Nova. I'm the previously mentioned persecutor from earlier in the video. I'm supposed to respond to that video, so let's see. I guess the thing that stuck out to me the most was the part where Devin was mentioning letting us have some freedom. And I fucking hate Devin. He's this friggin' scrawny, weak, annoying, anxious thing. He annoys the hell out of me every friggin' time he opens his mouth. But that's the one thing I guess I can respect, is he doesn't try to like shove me down and lock me up or suppress me if I need to do something. Like, I'm allowed to make art. Sometimes I'm allowed to go out at night if we're not doing anything or don't have to wake up too early the next morning. I was allowed to claim like this entire outfit that I'm wearing is mine. Just funny because this jacket used to be a Devin/Liberty jacket, and I went and picked myself out a jacket once. We work at Target and it was on sale. It was cool. It was originally intended to be mine, but then we just ended up somehow trading jackets. Plus this one has big enough pockets for a pack of cigarettes, and I like it better. But yeah, suppressing your persecutors is a fucking dumbass move. I'm not even gonna say, pardon my French, I should trigger warning this for language. The more you push your alters away, the more they're gonna act out and the more they're gonna like fuck shit up and try to cause a scene. Like, I would, hands down, I would do that. If people tried to like lock me up, I don't know, I'd start setting shit on fire or something. Like, I think it's idiotic for people to think that just locking up their alters is going to make them go away and make things easier. That's not how this freaking works. If we make ourselves known, we got like, I don't know, shit to do or something. Words that need to be heard. I don't know. But yeah, compromise is good too, because like, you know, previously mentioned, I do drink a lot of energy drinks, but I'm pretty much the only one who can tolerate them. They make everyone else get like anxiety attacks or stomach aches or some shit, but I'm not fazed by it and it's fine. But if I drink too many, it gets weird. So compromise is every time I'm out, I can pretty much only have one unless they're like spaced out. If I'm out for a whole day, I think that's reasonable. And I guess another thing that should be moderated of mine is my cigarette consumption, because I smoke like a fucking chimney and people hate it. But I don't really care that much. Usually we try to keep track of how much we smoke in a day, but if I'm out, everyone's agreed all bets are off, and that whatever I smoke shouldn't be counted as our like total of the day, because I'm kind of the wild card, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of a bitch having to put up with someone you hate and living in their head, because I'm in like basically the same kind of void that Devin's in, because he's not in the inner world. It's like, it's a long ass story, someone else will fucking make a video about it or something, I don't know. But yeah, I guess it all comes down to like learning to tolerate each other, because like it or not, you're stuck in the same head, you're stuck in the same body, same space, and there's really nothing you can do about it. You can try to take over, but like, I've been trying to take over as host because I think I'd be better at that, because I just think I'm better. I'm not as scared, I'm braver, I'm stronger physically and emotionally. I don't give as much of a shit. And I think current host has been host for, I'd say 20 years is a bit much. I don't know, but yeah, you gotta learn to put up with each other. And God, I hate these neighbors. Next year's gonna be better. We get a top floor apartment next year. No more of this fucking bullshit. It's gonna be great. But what was I saying? Yeah. Trying to take over doesn't always work, so probably shouldn't try that. Because someone's probably going to stop you, because I've got Liberty on my tail half the time when I'm fronting, because he watches everything, because that's his job, and it annoys the shit out of half of us, but, you know, that's what he does. He's a secondary host and system overwatcher and protector, so he's kind of just everything, everywhere, all the time. Notifications. Yeah, I'm filming this on my phone. But, yeah, I guess the takeaway from this is learn to put up with each other, keep your desires reasonable, and you'll probably get what you want, you know, be it sculpture, or energy drinks, or a new outfit, and I don't know what the third point was. I didn't really jump into this with a plan. I'm kind of just bullshitting this. But anyway, yeah, just try not to friggin' kill each other. Yeah, tangent. I know a lot of persecutors are big on like self-harm and shit. I'm fucking hella guilty of that. I've burned up our arm a few times. There's still a couple of scars left, but it's nothing that bad. I guess if I'm gonna even think about talking about that, I just say don't do anything that'll leave scars, but know your limits. If it doesn't leave scars, then you're probably less likely to piss people off, but you probably shouldn't be doing that in the first place. I guess this is my disclaimer. Don't do drugs, don't smoke, don't self-harm, kids, stay in school, whatever. Like and subscribe if you feel like it. Peace.